for you here. I'll get you guys in my chest harness. We're multi-species fishing in this lake. Right now we're targeting some trout we just spotted. And if we can get them, we'll harvest these guys. These are stockies. Start with the flag right there. Horrible day for USA yesterday, but we're going to keep it non-political. Looks like Kev's going to cast. Oh yeah. Let it sit out there. I'm going to try to cast something else here. Let me try to catch a bass while you're doing that, okay? Kev's targeting these trout. I'm going to throw this plug right here and see if I can get a bass. Treble hook stuck here. In this lake, there's bass, there's pickerel, sunfish, trout, a little bit of everything. We're in Pennsylvania. It's all tangled up. No wonder why you weren't catching nothing. I can't even see this line. Might get it untangled. Might have to cut it. This 2-pound line is tough to see. There we go, I got it. Phones and rain do not cooperate, so we'll just have to see how this goes. Ooh, that trout went after it. Can I cast mine through there?
Yeah.
See if he wants this. Ooh, comes the rain, comes the rain. Try to hide under this tree here. Might be a real quick live. Might be a real quick live. This is usually when the fish like to bite though. Check my drag. Caught some weeds. It won't do the job when it's got weeds on the hooks like that. Let's see who we got in here. It's a little hard to see. I apologize if I can't keep up. I see Daniel Berry's in the house. I can't really touch the screen too much at the moment because it's raining. We've got 5 people. Eventually I will be able to chat though. I appreciate you guys finding me. It'll be a short live. We're up in the Pocono Mountains today visiting the grandparents. We're going to go down and have lunch, but right now, see if we can catch some fish real quick down at the pond. Yeah, this dive's too deep for this area. Go out here. It's a nice little channel that runs out there. Ooh. Picked up some grass and get it in here. Let's see if this is one of those baits that float or does it sink. Good. It submerges just a few inches, so I can kind of fish this like a jerk bait. That's what I'm going to do. That way it doesn't dive so deep. Might pick up a pickerel that way. Looks like it's already clearing up down at the far side of the lake, so we should be able to get back on the action. Throw this one through here. Ten awesome people welcome in, guys. There's Chad. I see Chad saying, "Oh yeah." What's going on, Chad Thompson? I think it's Thomason. I think I mispronounced that.
Really, I thought Corn would be the hitter.
Nah, you need action. That's why I said trout one. You need action to get these guys to bite. Everyone that doesn't know what they're doing sits here and casts in their head with bait. You need a reaction strike to catch them. You could dig up some worms or something.
No, hit on. No show.
Oh, show. Can't have none of that. Let's clean this thing up so it works. Kev's gonna go dig up some bait and then we're gonna catch some trout. Got to put some in the cooler here. Times are tough. We harvest. We do a lot of harvesting. Responsible harvesting.
We don't do it. We do it. And it's not like we don't like it, but we're doing it to save money. We like it stuff.
Oh, they taste great. Yeah, it tastes great. You go to a restaurant and be spending tons of money on that. There's a little pond over here. It's usually too choked up to fish something like this. But if you see one, sometimes you can get a reaction strike by just shooting the bait or the lure right on their head. Just take a little walk around here, cover some water. Get right down the deep side here. Nothing. All right, let's go. Kev's got a worm. This should get a strike. Never go wrong with a worm. We've shot some videos here. If it looks familiar, if you guys watched some of our long format videos, we've done some shooting here. Some underwater stuff as well because it gets so clear. Let's see.
Look at that worm.
All right, Kev's going to throw a worm here. We'll see how they react to the worm. I would imagine pretty well. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Is that a trout just sitting there?
There should be some in that hole.
I'm gonna catch it on their head.
Yep, that's a trout right there. There, he's swirling. Let's just keep casting on him. Yeah, there's 4 or 5 sitting right there in that hole.
You don't see them, do you?
Yeah, I'll cast. Let Big
Oh
Papa,
yeah, I see it.
let Big Papa take care of him.
I'm gonna go get a whole bunch of them.
Unfortunately, we don't have trout magnets with us today. They would slam the trout magnets. See who we got. Let's see who we got in here. There's MBF Fishing. Welcome in. It was only 70 up here in the mountains. We left this morning and it was already getting close to 90, but it's a lot cooler up here. I'm sorry if I'm missing you. I can't see the bottom of the chat, but as people chat, they come up over this harness that I'm wearing, over this little guard thing, and then I can see y'all. So I'll see your comments. They're still a little late. Some days are more sporting than others, you know. This is just a little pond that they have here, and it's a lot of fun. Come on. Nothing there. Sometimes you got to go where you can't see the fish. Let's try out there. You may want to re-rig your ultralight. They're probably just seeing this heavier line. Let's try out here. Pretty deep.
Who's like that or better on an ultralight? What's that? Was that a trout that hit your top?
I think so. I'm trying to eat those flies. Or one worm. We only have one worm. Can we catch a fish on one worm? If you guys are in here and you have a wrench, hey Dougie Doug, feel free to use it. You know, if someone's not being nice, we keep it pretty simple here. It is family friendly though, so we try to keep it clean. And definitely gotta be nice. That's the most important thing. Somebody's being mean to somebody, acting like a total jerk, just get them out. We got a lot of kids that watch this, and we don't need that. I'm not a kindergarten teacher, and neither are you guys. So if I've given you a wrench, it's because you come to my lives, you come to my videos a lot, and you have my trust. So, but also be cool to new people, because we are in that vertical format and we get a lot of new people here. I don't want you sunfish. If I get desperate, I'll catch a sunfish, but I'm not desperate yet. We may catch a sunfish and I might end up using it for catfish bait. There's channel cats out here. But right now I'm trying to get a trout because we will take that for food if we can. Yeah, this rod stinks.
There's a place over there that I had lots of worms. If there's lots of worms out, should I go with worms or what?
You do whatever you want, buddy. I may just catch a sunfish here and use that for channel cats. Yeah. Hey, Glacier Shark Bud, what's going on? Welcome back to the future. Glacier's up in Alaska. He's been without internet for a while. As someone who's spent time in Alaska, I know the struggles all too well. I can't believe people have cell phones up there now, though. When I lived there, it was all satellite phones, and even that didn't work so good. Let's see. So this is like a natural spring over here. So that's ice cold water. And then it flows down into this lake, which is much warmer. And this is kind of like the in-between area. And the fish tend to stack up in here. But they're also real skittish, so it's like hit or miss in here. Let's see if I can cast out here. Let me put my split shot in on this line. I'll be able to cast a little bit further. And we'll see. If I catch a sunfish, I will just throw it on the big rod and either use it, live line it for a big bass, or dispatch it and use it for channel cats. Just see how it goes. Cast it out there and wait. 10 awesome people in here. If you give me a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate that. We do fish full time now, so this is technically my job, though we don't make a lot of money doing it. Give it a little bit. Yeah, I don't have a hook small enough to catch them now.
They usually hang on though.
Yeah, but they're not. I have one worm, so I'm not going to lose them that way. Might go to the car and re-rig a rod. Kev's been doing a lot more of the rigging. I've been giving him more jobs to do on the channel, like rigging up our rods and reels and catching bait and the stuff that, you know, he's only 10, so he doesn't realize how much work goes in behind the scenes of every single day. And cleaning fish. And oh, got a little bite there. Taking it? Nope. So he's learning. He makes some mistakes, like setting this up with 12-pound test on, you know, which should be an ultralight setup. But we'll make it work. That'd be good bait for, well, not that one. Get a little froggy under here. Come on. Swirled at it. Here we got. Let me see who's up into the part of the chat I can see. We got Paul right there. Yeah, man. When we dig for worms, we usually get a ton, but not sure what we were expecting today. We're doing like multi-species, so really all I would have needed is one proper sized hook here, trout magnet on here, and I would have gotten some sunnies, and then from there I could have done almost anything. Bass, pickerel, and cats. But right now I'm distracted by the trout because that's everything else is catch and release, and the trout would be food for us. So slightly distracted. And I'm stripped. Do you have another rubber bait anywhere I can use? You know, that fell apart. I'll put this little paddle tail on. Cast this around. Fishing like a 12-year-old right now. Slide the weight down right on it. Make it like a jig. Let's see if that works. Sun's coming out. There's a lot of fish that hang out here, so we'll just kind of give it some action. Trout were just chasing it. Mine. There's like 10 trout right there. If you guys can see there's like a dark line of weeds on the far side, a little bit of like a ridge, and tons of trout just laying right there. Let me find something I can catch a sunfish with. Oh, he's got corn. That'll work. Our bag of corn from yesterday. Yesterday we went out and did a live sight fishing carp. We did one in the morning. It failed. And we did one last night. And that one was successful. We sight fished some carp, which was fun. Usually when we fish carp, we have the big setups. heavier rods with like 12 to 15 pound mono and a rod holder and wait for takedowns with pack bait method feeders. Last night we just did basically this setup right here. Let's see what we can do here. I just have to find a hungry sunfish. But of course I see a trout and I'm going to throw it at the trout first. There's the bass. There's a nice bass. Not going to catch him on corn though. Let's catch some sunfish. These bass and pickerel are so aggressive that the sunfish tend to hang super shallow. Super shallow. Because they know they're going to get eaten. I'm going to try to catch a sunfish. Always one hanging out on the dock, right? Take the split shot off of these.
Is that a green? That's a great sunfish. Catch it. You gotta catch it. It's the sunfish that has the biggest mouth. You're not gonna try to catch him?
You can. I don't even see which one you're talking about.
I can't catch him. I have too big of a hook.
Where is he?
Going out.
All right.
Coming back.
Too late. Sight fishing right now. I'm just kind of watching. Some of these are so tiny. I need something that can eat the size hook that we have on. Too little. There's the greenie.
I'll look for a better lure in the car.
All right, sounds good. Look at him just staring at it. You guys ever see corn before? I don't know. Shad Daddy, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for coming in here today. These fish are making me look bad. Tried to have a talk with them, but that's a big one. I'll take a big one. I'll use him for catfish bait if I can get him to take it. Let's go out further here. Ah, they are just not real interested. I want to catch them over here if I can without walking too far because I have to then put it on a different setup if I'm going to fish it for bass or catfish. It's going to depend on the size that I catch. There we go. What do we got? Fish on one. Oh, no, you got to be kidding me. I think that was a little bass anyway. I can't really use that for bass. No, I can't use a bass for bait. That won't work. Tighten my drag a little bit. It wasn't that big of a fish. You pull and drag like that. if I can get the bait I need to catch the bigger fish that I want to catch, I'll take my phone and put it on the pedestal, and then I can chat a lot easier. I can't even catch bait right now. Here, you have that piece. Let's see. Their mouths are so small they can't even eat a kernel. Well, we're gonna have to walk. We're gonna have to walk. Gonna have to put the work in. Take the corn with me. We'll go get our bait, and then we'll take the next step when we have our bait. Try not to bounce around. Wendy's in the house. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. It's real hard for me to see the chat with this setup right now. But once I acquire bait, things will improve. It's kind of a good sign that they're not biting, because I think that means the bass are aggressive right now, chasing the sunnies. Let's go out here. There's a little bass there. Are you gonna eat that bass? You want that? Guys, see that bass? There's, holy cow, look at the size of that sunfish. Holy cow. Thing is so fat. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's wide. Not a lot out there. Let's go on the back side here. A little bit of structure. This corner is always good. Ooh, there's a big old catfish out there. Yeah. Okay, I'll put that. Can I put that on? Can I put that? Sweet. Can I fish that? Or are you gonna fish it? Yeah, I've heard that before. You hear that, guys? He's gonna catch one right away, he says, with this new setup. Okay, I'll film from over here. See what you can do.
That was a really bad cast, so don't count that.
You gotta focus that first cast, like I tell you every time. The first cast is the most important. You can totally ruin a spot with a bad cast. They've now seen the lure before and they're not interested.
You want to come and fish it?
Yeah, let me fish that setup. That's my go-to. You guys know me. I use the trout magnet head, power worms. If I had one lure that I could use to survive and catch fish to eat, that would be it. I catch little fish, big fish with it.
It wasn't the red power one, but it's one of these.
That'll work.
I'll take your rod.
Here, I'll give you the pack of this here.
Thank you. I'm gonna go catch that green sunfish.
So now we got 2-pound test. We got a little trout magnet, and see what kind of damage we can do here. That's an interest there. First cast, he was interested. Let's get back on him. There we go. Everybody's got a confidence bait that they like to go to, so this is mine. 1/164th ounce jig head, Berkley power trout, power worm. I'm good, bud. I am good. Let's see if I can make one of these guys strike. He's coming for it. He took a little, tasted it and didn't pick it up. Just tasted it. They want it to drop in just every couple seconds. Come on. That was a bite there. Sharp enough, it should work. Just missed him. Bud Files, I see Bud Files in here. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you, Sue. Dougie Doug, Wendy, Bud Files. Trying to see everybody I can see. So hard to see on this thing. I'm sorry. Wish there was a better way, but working with a tight budget. Ooh. Had him on. Had him on. Had 2 bites. Missed them twice. Hit him from a different angle. Wish you guys could see this. That's why I'm being quiet and just casting over and over again. Oh, yeah, that is on again. Man, they're just nipping the tail, but I really don't want to cut the tail any shorter. There's a little sunfish. Okay, Kev's throwing a bobber with a little piece of corn under it. These trout are causing me a lot of stress today. I shouldn't even be targeting them. But,
in the middle of the day, too, like the worst time.
I know, but boy, they're just right out in the open. Must not be any hawks here. Must not be any hawks here. I think they would get picked off. I'm just going to work this, like fan cast this out into the deep. See if we can get a trout or a bass out here. Big trout. That was a hit. They get agitated with trout magnet when you're twitching like this, so if you ever fish crystal clear water, you'll know what I mean. The amount of strikes that you'll miss is pretty incredible. but that kind of comes with the, that's part of the trade-off. You're going to miss a ton. The type of hits, they kind of nip it. Let's go. Let's walk. Let's walk. I want to get back to that other side of the lake there, that clearing is. I've caught some big trout back there, big browns, as well as pretty much everything else. It's clear enough that I will probably be able to sight fish some bass as well. I'm going to tilt the phone down because I might be able to get the chat working a little bit better. Mr. Tolley, welcome in. Just going to try to see who's all in here. I appreciate you guys coming in here. And I'm sorry if I'm missing you guys. It's so hard for me to see this. You see Dougie Doug still in here. In fact, yesterday I kind of like hurt my neck from trying to look at this for so long on the live. So I'm going to just try to give you guys a decent show here anyway. If I can't communicate as much as I'd like to. Yeah. You want me to try to hit him with this? All right. It is so comfortable here after all this hot weather. It is so comfortable here. This is all spring fed, comes out of this mountain here, so it's perfect trout water. Even though they're stocked, they do well in here. Unlike the spot we were fishing yesterday. That's sunfish. Lots of them. Yeah, I'm sure you can find one. Yeah.
I'll go look for a fly.
Yeah, put a fly on under the bobber. We'll take a few casts here, and then we'll go back to my plan. Ooh, that was something there. You can kind of see where this spring feeds into this little lake, so there should be something right where it joins the deeper water. So you know that's going to be a little cold pocket. Last cast here, and then we're moving. We out of here, let's go. What is today? Sunday. Hope everyone's having a good day. Good weekend. Gonna keep it non-political. I'm not ignoring what's going on. Just gonna not get fired up. So I'm just gonna fish. Just gonna go fish. You know, let me catch that little bass. Bet you I can get him if he's still here. Get this set up. It's shallow here, and the deepest run is right out here. So if I cast across it, you'd think I should be able to pick something up there. They drained this lake not that long ago, which has kind of made it look a little different. You'll see it, there's not really any type of growth here because this was all out of water for a few weeks, enough that pretty much killed all the aquatic life there. But there's still fish, and we actually did really good when this lake was drained. We came up and caught a lot of fish and harvested them just because we figured there was going to be some die-offs. Maybe it would help. Either way, we can get all the fish, little babies in here. Either way, you know, it's legal, and need to fill the freezer a little bit. A little fishy on there. Let's see if he comes back. We can catch a bass with this, trout with this, pretty much anything that's in here. I've caught a lot of pickerel with this setup. Hopefully they don't snap me off because it's 2-pound line. And I've even caught a channel cat with this setup here. I put it right in front of its face here one time. So usually back in this corner is pretty good. Just going to jump it a little bit so they see it, and then rest it down on the bottom. Come on, fish. Told you I was going live, and you're supposed to bite when I go live. Saw a dark shadow swim by. Come on. Oh, there's a decent bass right here on the side. A little too close to him. I circle back, circle back. Let's put it behind him. Don't be like this. Give it the 5-second count. Oh, there we go, right away. Fish on, guys, fish on. I don't know where the drag's set. It might be a big old pumpkin seed. Big old bluegill, huge bluegill. Look at the size of this bluegill. Bluegill! Nah, he's a little too big. I don't want to cut this guy up. Look at this. Actually, it's a green. See the green right there? I'm good with this. It's a fishing show. It's a fishing show. Here comes that bass again. You want to eat that? He ain't that desperate. He ain't that desperate. He ain't that starving yet. He's looking for big bait. We'll find something hungry. There's Stuart. I see Stuart just popped up. Canadian Family Life, Todd Projects. I know I'm probably like behind on the chat. I'm probably about 6 behind at all times, and I'm probably missing a bunch, but I'm trying. It took us so long to catch anything today that I'm kind of not going to have time to sit there and put poles up for catfishing like I was kind of hoping for. It was a little bit of a challenge. Like, yeah, I could, just bring chicken liver or something like that, but sometimes we like to challenge ourselves and try to catch the bait, all in the same set. Something keeps hitting. Must be little. Let's get to the back side of this. There's a frog. Could use him for bait. It's a little. There used to be a little ditch over here. Let me see if I can get it into these trees here. Oof. Dirty rat. Let's hit it from the other side. Let's walk back here. Ashley Brady, I see that name popping up. What's going on, Ashley? Thanks for coming in here. Family of duckies over there in the creek. Look like youngsters. In bear country, eyes open here. This is frustrating. When you walk this stretch here, you'll see all these big fish under these bushes. So hard to hit. Each time we get to a little opening, I usually go down and cast around, see if we can get anything. Usually happens as soon as I get to the farthest point, Kevin will hook up. That's usually how these things go. And then I gotta run around the whole lake. Ah, had something right there. So hard to cast here. Except the hook in here. Oh no, he ripped my worm. He ripped my worm. He checked my pockets. I need more bait. Go to the bar. You gotta be kidding me. Amateur hour. Well, enjoy the scenery, guys, while we walk back to the car here. It's not far. Oh, I could look for bait. Let's a few rocks. Ants. That ain't gonna be any good. Let's go back and get another rubber worm or something that we can put on this, or maybe there's power minnows, as Kevin calls them. Let's see. I know Travis Yoder swears by those. He slays trout with that minnow as well as I do with the trout worm. That's his preference. And we'll fish side by side. He'll tear them up with the minnow and I'll tear them up with the worm. That was thunder. Looks like Kristen and Lyle are here. My wife and older son just showed up. Kev, you got those minnows? Fake ones? Okay, it ate my worm. Yeah, just a sunfish. There's a lot of trout in here, but just not catching them today. All right, we'll be up. What time should I come up? Okay. We'll be up. Yeah, I heard it. Give me that minnow.
There's a huge blowing trout.
Minnow, please.
It's right here.
Minnow, minnow. It's an ugly minnow. That's all you got for me, boy? Okay. Just scoot up like so. Teddy, I see Ted popping in here.
Try to walk as far from this area as you can, like on the whole other side.
Oh, why? You don't want me catching your fish? How about these fish are sitting right here? You know they're all lined up right here, right?
Yeah, don't. I'm gonna catch it.
All right. He's got a bunch of trout staged right there. He's going to try to get them on a fly. Yeah, I'm vertical, Teddy. I'm going vertical. I'm not sure. I got to do the research. I don't even know if you get money when you're vertical. I just know that it was like 1,000 views on yesterday's video was vertical and we had 1,000 views. So I figured I'd do it again. And it holds better on this harness. I want to give this a little more hook gap. How you doing?
Doing any good?
Not much, no.
I was down this morning with the fly pole and I didn't see it jump. I caught a little.
I've seen them, but they just, they're being picky.
Yeah.
But maybe the thunder's got them quiet. It is warm. Yep. 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 They're all up right where that spring's coming out. I tell them if you catch one, you might as well just eat it. Yep. Yep. Yeah, this time of year, you know, if you're going to target them, you might as well eat them because.
Trout get stressed out really easy.
Yep. Right. Ridiculous. Hit a community pond and you got litter. It's unbelievable. There's a bass. Running and gunning, guys. Running and gunning. We're up near Beltsville Lake today, but not on the main lake because the main lake gets taken over by the weekenders. So we go to this little pond over by my parents' house, and we'll go up in a little bit, have some Corporalee's tomato pie, and then we'll come back down and swim around and do some more fishing. Kev's on. I knew that would happen. He's on a good one over there. Oh, nice, buddy. Pickerel on the fly rod, on the fly. I'll come over, give him a hand. Pickerel have teeth, so. I knew that would happen as soon as I get on the other side of the lake. He's good. He knows how to handle them. He's a pro. Oh, give me a second. We'll get him back in 30 seconds here. That is a nice one, buddy. Give him some water. Yeah. That's like his favorite thing to catch, though. Do you need some help on hooking? Or just if it's a fly? Let's see what we do. We're gonna help him get this thing off. Might have to just pop the fly. Let's see where he is.
Cut it.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna cut it. There he is, guys. I think we're gonna just cut the lines. He swallowed the fly. It's down there pretty good. You want to go to the car and get?
I can cut it with my teeth.
Okay.
Cut it.
Hold on. Here, let me hold him up.
No, I got it.
Okay. I just don't want him to fly away. We're gonna.
It's getting up closer. I say just let him play in the water. It's getting up way
Okay.
closer.
All right. You might cough this fly up. I don't know if the hook's even in him.
Come on, buddy. Coffee. It's a nice one. It's a real nice one.
That is a nice pickerel.
Legendary.
Keep his head under. Don't pull up on the line. I say just cut it. Let's go. Another one.
I have pliers in the car.
All right, we'll go get the pliers while I keep him here, okay? We'll see if we can pop it out. We're gonna keep him in the water so that he stays healthy. Sometimes they'll spit it out like that. It's a little fly, tiny little hook, so as long as we give him air and water and everything he needs, he'll be fine. If we can pop it out, I will though. It did move closer. He should have his pliers on him. Should always carry the pliers on you. Come on, buddy. Spit it out. Starting to rain. You have pliers? Do you have pliers, Kevin?
What?
Do you have the pliers?
I can get it if I put this in its mouth and get a stick.
Can't do that on. All right, let's see. Hold this. All right. Pull the line. Okay, pull it tight. Pull. Okay. All right, he's out, guys. Going to let him go. Yep. Give him a right in quick release. He's been out long enough. We got him.
Yeah, okay. I would have carried too.
Yeah, he's supposed to. He's supposed to.
Well, I don't have my vest here, but
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. You just love him. He's good, bud.
They fight good.
Yeah.
Very nice.
He's going to go right up in that cold water and just lay there a little bit.
Well, your hands aren't bleeding. Usually you in their teeth. They get you.
Nah, he's good at handling them. Got him right behind the head on a little one like that.
Okay. What did you get him on? Power bait or?
No, a fly. That's why he took it like
Oh, okay.
he swallowed
yeah,
it,
yeah,
but there's
okay.
not a lot of hook in there. So we
Well,
were just
that's
going to
all
cut
right.
the line, but we said if
No,
we can
no.
get it out, get it
Yeah,
out.
definitely. Yeah, that's why I fish with flies.
Yeah.
Bait.
Yeah. He likes the bobber with the
that one.
flies. I
I
just
took it right past his
no,
face.
that is one of Stuart.
Yes.
A guy that's on our
Oh.
channel ties them in Scotland.
Oh, okay.
He
okay.
sends it over to us to use.
I took it right in front of his face. He took it. I'm using it on his
Okay. Hey, watch it. You may catch him again.
I was expecting him for a trout, not the pickerel in there.
I don't know. Like I say, these kids are down here with that net. I saw 3 dead trout.
Well,
I know.
Unfortunately, a lot of them don't know much about fishing. They come down here. They just
You know it.
they
Yeah.
it's a fish that can't handle the warm. They're stressed. They swim away and then die, you know, is what happens. I'd rather you, if you catch one this time of year, clean it, eat it, and you do that a few times, you'll stop fishing for them. Right. Oh, yeah. All right, back to our job here. Thanks, Wendy. I'm going to try to get on some bass. I know he's probably going to hook up again, but usually we put him with his own GoPro, and members get to see the Kev Cam, we call it, footage. But like I said, today was just kind of a fun trip up here to see the grandparents. I'm going to hit this hole because I'm probably already late. They really haven't even gotten to the hole I wanted to get to. So we'll probably have about 10 minutes and we'll wrap up the live. I don't think I'll go live later because we'll be swimming and fishing, and it'll just be too much. Turkey feather, look at that. Look at that turkey feather, that's cool. I like that. Oh man, that was a big fish. Holy cow. What's that? Let's get down to that hole. That was probably a channel cat. You never know. I mean, hit the notification bell. I might pop up live and get some bait and sit right here and try to catch some channels, put out the rods. Come on, fish. I'm gonna fan cast again. I'm gonna start down this way. Hopefully not in the trees. Perfect. Keep the tip high and just constant twitches. Kind of look like a dying or fleeing minnow. Ooh. Might be a good time to wrap it up with this thunder coming. Come on, fishies. Got to keep jigging this because it's hard to power worm. You can let it sit on the bottom a little bit more and get a twitch here and there. But this guy, you got to keep the bottom, keep him swimming. You see something coming up there constantly. Slow it down and just kind of jig it along the bottom here. Let's see what this thing looks like down there. No, let's slow twitch it because it looks pretty good. Let's just let it sit on the bottom like it's a really close to dying fish. See if that works. I'll give it a full 5-second count. It's down. Now we can slow twitch it. lousy. What did I do? That's better. Last cast here, and we're going to move over. Pick up Kev, and we'll call it. Appreciate everybody coming in. If you guys are not subbed and you're watching, please connect over to me. If you have a channel, especially fishing, but any content. I do have other hobbies besides fishing. Leave a comment on a video, and I always go through all my comments. It might take me a couple days, but I'll go through all the comments, and I'll find your channel. I'll check out your content, watch some videos, and leave a comment and sub over to you. That's kind of how we do it. Try to support people who support me. But we're going to wrap it up here. Let me take this off the harness so I can actually read chat while I'm walking, and then we'll get on with our day. And I'm sure there's a lot of other awesome YouTubers out there live. So yeah, hit the live chat. What you want to try to catch. This is a multi-species lake. Sadu, I don't know if that's an abbreviation or if that's your name. Sorry if I'm messing that up. We're trying to catch bass, largemouth bass. There's channel cats in here. There's pickerel in here, which Kev just caught one. Huge sunfish. I mean, sunfish aren't normally like something you think of that you want to catch, but in here it's pretty incredible. Stu, don't bother sharing me out, buddy. I'm going off right now. Fish Head's going on. I think I just saw a notification. Fish Head's another member. You're gonna share anyone out, share him out, I guess, unless you're going live and share yourself out, obviously. But yeah, there's a lot, all different types of species here. So let's get my other child. I think I covered this, and trout. Did I say trout? There's lots of trout in here. You ready to go, Kev? Yeah, it's time to go. Yep. We can go eat some tomato pie, and then we can come back, okay? We're going to wrap this up. Hope you all have a good rest of your day. Again, sorry if I missed any of your chats. Raptor Will, Quentin Jane. We got Ted from Off the Hook, Ashley, Paul, P&B Beverages. P&B Beverages, oh God. I used to go to a P&B beverage store. P&B Catfishing. Terry B, sorry I missed you. I know I missed you, sorry. Let's see. See if I can shout you all out now at least. We got Wendy Jane, Todd Projects, Canadian Family Life. Let's see, Sharp Edge Forge. Hello there, Bud Files. I think I got most of y'all. All right, y'all have a great day.